Ladies and gentlemen, this is Baller Alert Radio, the home of Comet Creepin', Baller Mail, Groupie Tales, Morning Wood, and Baller Wars. This is Baller Alert Radio, featuring your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns, with Sue Solo and Ferrari Simmons.
The dream is real.
It was all a dream.
Get up, get up, get up.
It's about to go down.
Newsflash.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Slacking on your pimpin', turn it up.
You know, if you're gonna shoot, you better shoot straight, because a wounded animal is the worst thing you can deal with.
Facts. This is Baller Alert Radio, featuring your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns, with Sue Solo and Ferrari Simmons.
The dream is real.
Baller Nation, welcome to Baller Alert Radio. I am your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns.
Kid Ferrari Simmons.
Your favorite Ethiopian, Sue Solo.
Where's the hair?
My scalp needed a break.
Yo, it's like when you come in without the braids, like I don't know if people really recognize you.
My goddess locks, yeah.
They're awesome.
That.
Did you just like
But
take
I really
them out?
want to grow my hair. Yeah. Took a bite out.
You've been lit lately.
No, for real.
I've been pretty lit. I've been enjoying my life, you know, reclaiming my time.
No, but it's the new lit smell.
Yeah.
It's a new lit smell? Yeah, I'm excited.
Wait, let's inhale that one good time. Your litness is off the
Oh my
matrix.
God, y'all see it?
How's HD been treating you?
HD's been good.
Hope you can handle this curve.
HD doesn't live here, so it's good.
Oh, so okay, all the fellas that live in ATL, you don't have competition in ATL. He's imported. You got that imported HD, huh? You don't want to speak on it no more. Okay, great. Why are you cheesing so hard when Rory said that though? Your cheese.
No, I was cheesing because y'all said I was lit.
Oh, you showed every tooth you ever
I was smiling before that. I was smiling because y'all said I was lit.
Okay, great. But you are lit. How was your weekend?
Thank you.
What did you do?
Weekend was beautiful. Get brunch was popping. It was really
brunch. If you haven't gone, kill yourself.
Can y'all please come to get brunch? I'm gonna go ahead and call y'all out.
But you know your brother ain't been in town since you started.
It's on Saturday?
It's Saturdays 10 to 5.
Okay, but I ain't been in town.
BQE.
I ain't been in town. Facts.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I be having stuff.
Yeah, he's here
to do Saturday.
Get on him. He's here.
I'm gonna get on both
week.
y'all.
No, when have I been here? When? Tell me.
If y'all don't see them at Get Brunch in the next month, it's an issue.
Why don't we just do a baller alert?
That's a great idea.
Why does it take a baller alert edition for you guys
we're trying to
come
amplify
Get
your
Brunch?
shit. Why are you trying to hate that? He said had a great idea.
I'm just saying, it's been 2 years.
Ooh, I'll be on dad duty Saturday morning.
I'm thirsty.
You just moved back.
Ferrari Simmons, how was your weekend?
It was lit. I did a 5K run with my daughter.
Wow.
Yo, hold on. Give it a Ferrari.
What?
He was in the club until 3:05
in the morning. I drove straight to Alabama.
You're such a
5K
dope
run,
dad.
7 a.m. And you know, Alabama's an hour back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so they are behind the time.
Yeah,
so you lost time all the way around the clock.
All the way around. And then drove all the way back.
You killed that stuff.
Then I went to visit my little homie Isaiah, man. He beat cancer. He had cancer in his leg.
Congratulations, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Put that on the screen.
I saw you post that. That was
saw
beautiful.
him with the Ferrari hat on.
Yep.
Dropped off a Ferrari hat. He was lit. You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Isaiah, what's happening?
Yeah. Okay.
K-Bizzle.
Are you worried about my weekend?
I mean, I'm a little worried
You know,
about
I was at that classic down in Orlando.
Man, I was supposed to go.
Oh, man, listen. I just want to shout out everybody that came down to Tier, Ono, and the House of Blues down there in Orlando for the FL Classic. It was amazing.
Didn't I say the classic is lit? Y'all was talking about
I do it every year. It is
my homecoming.
Nobody said it wasn't lit.
FAMU was definitely in the building.
The set is thick at FAMU. That's what I hear all the time. The set is thick.
It was an amazing weekend for many reasons. I think it was because, like, you know, when you like come somewhere to party, the difference in the turn up, the intention in the turn up is unbelievable. You know what I'm talking about? So we was at the House of Blues, man. I'm talking we made that thing shake. So that was beautiful. What else did I do this weekend? I feel like I did some more. I was in LA. I went to LA.
Yep.
And had an amazing experience.
All on the
I auditioned for a show that I didn't get, y'all. I just want y'all to know that I do get disappointed occasionally. I had auditioned for a show. You know, I've been offered.
The name of the show legally?
No, I can't say it. But I've been offered plenty of shows. I mean, I told y'all my wife has been courted to be on Housewives of Atlanta since the first season. Loving hip hop, like all those things have come my way. But I just felt like that wasn't my thing. You know what I'm saying? But I finally had a show that I thought, you know, I would like to do. And I made it down out of 60 something people to 4 people, and I didn't get it.
Damn.
Burns didn't get it, y'all.
What you always tell me is timing is everything.
Timing for sure.
This just ain't it.
Hashtag trust your process. What up, Jeezy?
Yeah, trust your process. Absolutely. But it was a good week. We had some other things. How y'all feel about the canna industry? The canna industry is on fire.
Why?
The cannabis industry?
Why is it so on fire? Because
Explain yourself.
Amazing, because it cures everything and it shouldn't be illegal. You know they actually have cannabis treats for dogs now?
No, they have everything. Bath bombs, lotion. I mean, they have everything.
I know it calms down my anxiety.
It does. But then they have like it broken down, so like the cartridges with
so many different strands.
With the sativa, or you can have the other one. What's the other one? Sativa? Indica. But yeah, so many different things. So I'm learning about that. I'm very interested in the business. But it's become like that. You got to realize after they legalize it in the majority of the cities, or all of the cities and states rather, because there's some federal levels, then there's local levels. It's approved on local level, but it's not approved on the federal level. So be careful out there, y'all, too. There's a lot of tricky language. But once they get past all the hurdles, it's going to be like prohibition. It's going to be like when these alcohol companies came in and it was legal and it's on stores. I mean, in stores everywhere. So, yeah, it's an interesting thing. But now it's time for In Case You Missed It.
Just in case you missed it.
Yeah, I heard Cardi B was running through the ATL last week. Yeah, I love my
Cardi Boo.
Cardi, you my sister.
We love
from
you.
Another mister in real life, But this is from the desk of Cardi B, and then we're going to talk about it.
Good morning, y'all. Let me tell you something, right? The people that I work with and my friends, I've been around them for years. And you want to know why? Because I know how to pick people. I know how to read people's energy, people vibe. So when it comes to the industry, right? When people reach out to me and they being genuine, or when they talk to me, I feel when they being genuine. And when they being fake, I feel the same shit too. So this is what I'm telling you, right? Save the time. Don't reach out to me. Don't talk to me. Don't like my shit. Don't follow me. Don't do none of that. Because I know when y'all being fake. Everybody that has thrown me shots, or every bitch that say something about me and then I hear that they say something about me, gangsta, they all have told me, Cardi, I love your music, I love you this, I love how you working hard, I love how you doing this and that for women. And it's just like, why you do that if you don't like me? Don't do it at all. Don't say nothing to me at all. When I used to be a dancer and I used to work with other dancers that didn't like me, we never used to have to say anything to each other. So don't say nothing.
This is why I love Cardi B.
Very real.
And not only is she real, but it's so true what she's saying. If you don't like me, don't say shit to me. Don't give me the bullshit version.
Yeah, don't give me no fake shit.
You know what I'm talking about? Of your insecurities.
Shit. Yeah,
that's why I love you, Cardi B. I just want you need a talk show. I told you several episodes ago that you are bigger than music. You need a talk show. She needs something where I can see her or hear her daily almost. I want to almost hear her daily.
I think that's why she's so lovable, right? Because she just sounds like somebody you know. She's so real. She sounds like
herself, though.
Yeah, like your homegirl, cousin, or somebody. Everybody knows somebody like Cardi.
For real, for real.
Yeah.
True. And what happened? You said something was going on at the
it was so funny. It was so cute. I was actually walking outside of a Mora Lounge. What night was this? On a Thursday. It was Thursday industry night. And
who'd y'all have there that night?
It was Dave E.
Oh, happy birthday, DJ Holiday. Happy birthday, DJ Holiday. We love you, bro.
Hosted by Ferrari Simmons.
DJ Holiday brought them out for sure. Hosted by Ferrari Simmons. So I was walking out and Cardi and Offset were walking in.
Right.
Offset stops at the door. I guess he was like checking for something. I don't know.
Right.
Cardi continues to walk in, and then he goes, "Babe." He was like, "Wait, babe." I guess so. They would be together. Yeah. They,
wait for me.
Yeah, just be together. She turns around and she says, "But I am waiting though." I was like, Cardi Boo girl, you was about 3 feet of the door.
Yeah, she was at the DJ booth.
That's that Bronx.
Handing everything. She was, I am waiting though.
That's that Bronx.
But you know what though? He really loves her.
Oh my, I could tell. Let me tell y'all. He was like, baby, I know.
Listen, when a guy says,
he diffused that situation so well.
Yeah.
Because we don't give a damn if we don't care. Right. I don't walk your ass and not being in the second shit.
Well, I don't think he would spend $500,000 on a ring either if he didn't. True.
Correct.
Believe that.
No, I definitely. They love each other, man. They are so in love.
Which I heard he paid in full.
So beautiful.
Yeah. He getting the bag. That young man's getting the bag.
$500K.
Offset Cardi B, Black Love with Some Spanish involvement is real. All right, Steve Stoute launches a new music venture with $70 million from Silicon Valley. Have you heard about that?
I have, but I really want to know more about it.
Yeah, so he has launched a business venture to help up-and-coming artists. According to reports, the record executive secured $70 million in funding from Silicon Valley Investments to help artists marketing and branding. The new music business venture, which has been named United Masters, will offer artists assistance to bridge the gap between artists and fans. The businesses will provide a platform to help artists get their music on big name streaming platforms, target certain fan bases, and invest their money back into their music. How do y'all feel about that? I think it's a genius business move amidst all the streaming and new financial benefits for artists. It's a lot of money happening in music right now.
Long time coming. Now artists can connect with his fan base. And he'll let you know if you have a fan base or not.
But I wonder, like, what's the
hook?
What's the hook?
I think it's what Rari just said, and what I just he's basically offering a service where we can connect you directly to your fan.
Yeah, but there has to be some type of collateral. You know what I'm saying? Like what is the collateral?
Oh, it's definitely advertising. It's definitely advertising. It's streaming. You know, there's a whole lot of different opportunities. And I'm actually thinking about putting your nephew. Right, he just was in the studio.
I saw it.
But we talked to a streaming company. But the streaming game, that's what I'm trying to say. The money is back in music. Remember back in the day, it was like, oh, the money's gone. The streaming stuff is real. And then if you can kind of pair the formulas that Instagram and all these platforms have created to monetize, whatever your products are, I think it's an easy win.
If I like Rari, his name's Rari. You guys heard of him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rari. He has like
Rory. He
has like over 1 million fans. If all his fans are streaming, let's just say 50% of his fans are streaming. That's 500,000 people streaming.
Yeah, so there's something with the technology
Why wouldn't the artist just do it himself and receive all the revenue?
There's a technology piece that United Masters is going to offer that can get you directly to. So if let's just say your customer's 25 years old, black, live in X, Y, and Z community, there's technology that exists that allow that to be targeted directly.
Yeah, you still want your music everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, you want it everywhere. I mean, and obviously they're not going to let them on social platforms, so forth and so on.
Yeah.
But what do you guys, are you familiar with Steve Stoute? You know what his contribution is?
I'm not very familiar with him.
So Steve Stoute started back in the day. He did all the commercials with Allen Iverson and Jadakiss, and then back when the basketball, you remember those basketball commercials? He did a lot of the deals for Jay-Z. He managed Trackmasters. I know y'all heard of that production
So he's
group.
extremely experienced.
Oh, he's extremely experienced, and been in the game a super long time, and to be able to raise that type of money.
Yeah.
And I think it's just pushing music forward. We need that.
And I guess that's like one of the biggest things, right? For him to get $70 million from, was it Silicon Valley?
Yeah, so
I mean, that's huge. Yeah, they're not just giving out money like that.
It's probably going to be an app.
But he also owns Translation. Translation is one of the biggest advertising agencies in the game. You know what I'm talking about? They do that marketing for the LA Rams to you name it. I mean,
Go ahead, sir.
He's getting the bag for real.
Yeah, he's getting the bag for real. Salute Steve Stoute and United Masters. We are going to participate. Maybe you put my son on there. You know what I'm talking about out here in these streets. Serena Williams gets married to Alexis Ohanian. Have you seen his picture?
That was her baby's father?
Yes, please put his picture. I just want them to see the picture. Please, can you put this handsome motherfucker up on the screen?
It's more respectful.
Yeah, so they had a star-studded situation. Have y'all seen the picture? Y'all seen
I did not see the picture.
Look, can you show them the picture of the husband?
Nice.
You see that? Just want you to notice his full featuredness. I'm not coming at your baby daddy. I'm just talking shit. Just congratulations. I guess it was star-studded wedding.
Congratulations.
Yeah, just congratulations. I want her to be happy.
So I guess she's fine.
She deserves to be happy for sure.
It's a lot of women though. It's a lot of women. I don't know if he's enough man. Man. He's a real man. I'm sure. I'm
pretty sure she can beat him up though.
He doing something right.
But I know all the black men that really love Serena are feeling a kind of way right now. You know what I'm talking about? Am I making this a racial thing? I don't know. Maybe it's just a little man.
I'm sure that it's true. There probably are a lot of brothers that are mad about this, but
you don't talk bad to her.
That's how we feel when y'all get on and leave us for a white girl. So.
Ooh, who do that? Where they do that at?
That's what y'all be doing.
Who? Name two right now. Quick,
Kanye lyrics.
Quick. Name two.
You can't. Okay,
you said white. Kim Kardashian ain't white.
She not white.
Name one. I just want you to name two. You ain't named two. It's been 5 seconds.
It's okay.
Name two black men and left the one.
They really trying to do this?
Come on, I just said name two right now.
They really trying to do this.
But you can't think of one.
When they get on, they leave your for a white girl.
So the whole point is, you niggas get on and you leave the black race. You go to a different race. She ain't gotta be white, but you go to a different race.
No, you said white, then that's not true. That's not true. That's a hefty penalty to put on the whole entire black human man race.
All right, we know it's true.
And Selena is not white. She's a Gomez. Just wanted to be clear.
Black men with white women.
Yeah, but you couldn't name one.
It's fine.
No,
I don't have to.
But it's over. But it's over now because you couldn't name one.
It's okay. I'm going to look.
Yeah, we're waiting.
I'm going to find it. Interracial relationships.
What's the clock? Can you please put that in Octavia?
It's been way too long. It's been way too long. It's okay.
Okay, great. The Pentagon accidentally retweets messaging calling for Donald Trump's resignation.
Accidentally?
Yeah. Accidentally tweets.
That person's fired, by the way.
Twitter is winning right now. Whoever
that's
this is.
Treason.
Whoever retweeted it from their phone is probably fired.
But that's the beauty of it all. Like, are you like? Okay, let me read you what to do. So, Sue, just proud.
It's not.
No, put the phone down a second. Proud resistor tweeted, "The solution is simple. Roy Moore stepped down from the race." Right. Do y'all remember Roy Moore? We talked about him last time. He was the person got caught messing with a 14-year-old.
Yes.
Okay, then Al Franken resigned from Congress. Al Franken was the guy who groped the lady, the girl, the soldier that was asleep. Then they said Donald Trump resigned from the presidency and GOP stopped making sexual assault a partisan issue. It's a crime, as is your hypocrisy. So that was the person, Proud Resistor, on Instagram that the Pentagon retweeted. And it says, on Thursday, the U.S. Department of Defense mistakenly retweeted a message that included a call for Donald Trump's resignation. Now, mistakenly is hilarious, by the way. And on top of that, we've been hearing all these things about impeachment. You guys saw in the news last week. Which needs to happen. The original message was tweeted from an account belonging to anti-Trump activists, Proud Resistor. And part of the tweet read, Donald Trump resigned from the presidency. The rest of the tweet called for Roy Moore and Al Franken, which I read to you guys, to be thrown from their positions as well for sexual abuse. The Pentagon's primary account retweeted the message to its 5.2 million followers.
Ooh,
don't you love it?
Love it.
I love how the thing is crumbling.
Message.
Organically.
No, but it is though.
Organically.
Like, and how do you come back from that?
It's not being enforced at all.
Organic.
How do you come back from? You can't come back from that.
There is no coming back.
The Pentagon protects our universe, right? They're retweeting Proud Resistor, talking about we need these things to happen. I'm confused.
You know what Trump supporters been saying lately?
What?
Whatever. We still good.
But they not. But they not good.
That's the beginning of the end. When you say, yeah, we still good. Whatever.
And then your man's in the news this like today talking about
Marshawn Lynch.
Talking about Marshawn Lynch.
That's the wrong one right there.
But my point is, what time do you have on your hands to be pay attention to?
But did you tweet about the rapists?
That's what I'm saying.
Do you tweet about them motherfuckers?
He's talking about Marshawn Lynch in the game in Mexico between the Raiders and the Patriots. What about, he's not talking about
what about those good people that you were talking about?
Yeah, the tiki torches, the tiki torch dudes.
So those outstanding people.
And then he's in it with LeVar Ball, talking about he should have left the babies in jail. You should have left the babies in jail for a while.
Come on, man.
I don't understand why. I don't even understand why he's still. Why is he still there?
I hate to say this, but had Obama tweeted stuff like that,
oh my God, he would have been sniped. He
out of here.
No, he would have
been assassinated for sure. He definitely would have been.
He would have been impeached for those type of tweets.
Absolutely.
I just don't understand. Like, he says the most. Marshawn Lynch was mentioned by the president.
This is
Obama wouldn't have mentioned Marshawn on any level. I'm not saying anything wrong with my brother. I'm just saying.
No, but I feel you.
What the fuck? And then you talking about you should have left somebody in jail for what? They did thank you. In the press conference, they thanked the president of the United States and the government because they didn't run out there waving the flag with your orange face on it. That means that, what?
I don't know what he wants them to do. Like, it's almost like he just wants them to, every game, just shout out to President Trump, or like he wants something.
I don't know.
More than a thank you. What else do you want?
Like, how does the kids feel who got, you know what I'm saying, in trouble?
They feel horrible.
He probably made them feel even worse though. Talking about he should have left them in jail.
Another thing that pissed me off though, when he says that, you know, apparently his father doesn't think that shoplifting is that big of a deal. You have no idea what conversation the father had.
Well,
with the kids.
You clearly have no
idea. So for you to kind of now at this point, you're judging him, his parental skills, like.
Well, first of all, you have no compassion for anything.
Either way, you shouldn't have said that.
So your ability to speak with a caring tone, with a father-like quality, you don't have that.
Hypothetically, though, if LeVar Ball said that, he's not the damn president, bruh.
I knew that he had an agenda.
The president responded to that.
This.
Come on, man.
I know.
He had an agenda. I knew that from the very minute that he helped them, it was going to be, look, I'm not against, black people.
Right, I'm helping some niggas
black
out.
people. I'm like...
You saw what I did for them niggas in China?
Yeah, like, I saved that nigga's life. That nigga would have been there for 10, 20 years. Like, right. I knew that's what it was.
Trump setting up stuff when he about to get out of presidency. He going to do a TV show.
Yo, Trump is going to be in trouble.
He's probably filming a fucking TV show now.
On the low. Because he's doing everything a president is not supposed to do.
I'm just waiting for him to come say something about Charles Manson. He was a good man.
Yeah.
Happy
he's dead.
It was mental illness.
Charles Manson died.
Goodbye, Charles Manson. He died.
Kill yourself again.
Fuck him.
Yeah. What was it? Bladder issues or something
Whoever
like that?
gives a fuck. And speaking of presidents that we missed, did you guys see Saturday Night Live this weekend? Did y'all get a chance to see my brother?
Refresh me.
I didn't see it, but I did see it on Baller Alert. It was so great.
Watch this right here, Robert.
It was so great. That was perfect.
Big shout to Chance the Rapper. What was the other black dude?
You said Raptor?
Yeah, Raptor. What was the other dude's name?
Oh.
Keenan,
and we don't even know the other black guy. See, that's a travesty. So big shout to you guys.
Titty pain.
What happened to your titty pain?
I don't know.
Dot.
I know it was sharp.
Come fill her titty.
Yes,
she needs a mammogram.
Sometimes I get a really sharp pain, like in my chest.
Are you really asking the doctor's advice right now?
On air.
While we're on air?
Absolutely.
How dare you?
I have ratchet friends that are doctors, and I use them for free advice. Hey,
what's wrong with titty?
I be looking out for you, boy.
What does extra free mean?
Ooh, like he really it's always super.
Hold on,
free.
is he HD on the low?
Ooh. Oh hell no!
No, she said HD from out of town. So.
Nah, she could have said that.
Out of town could be outside of Atlanta.
Okay, speaking of touching titties, Russell Simmons has been accused of sexually assaulting a 17-year-old. As director Brett Ratner watched, Russell denies claims and releases a statement. If you did not get a chance to see the statement,
statement is lit.
Listen, and big shout for him a big shout to Russell Simmons for getting ahead of it. The statement of Russell Simmons in response to the LA Times article that broke with these allegations, he says, and I quote, "As a longtime social activist, I have applauded the strength of the brave men and women who have spoken out over the past month and made their voices heard regarding sexual assault and harassment. I am a supporter of the #MeToo campaign and the victims who were previously terrified to stand up and speak out against sexual misconduct. I completely and unequivocally deny the horrendous allegations of non-consensual sex against me with every fiber of my being. I know Carrie Klausman Kalihi, I think is her name, and remember the weekend in 1991 that she has referenced. Everything that happened between us 26 years ago was completely consensual and with Carrie's full participation. We spent some time in my apartment over a period of 2 days and 1 night, as well as some public places, including Nails Nightclub, which was a big nightclub back in New York back in the day. Much of the time we were in the presence of other acquaintances, meaning they weren't by themselves the majority of the time. I'm deeply saddened and truly shocked to learn of Carrie's assertions as to what happened over the course of the weekend. Let me be crystal clear and very direct. Abusing women in any way, shape, or form violates the very core of my being. I have always spoken out regarding my life experiences, women's issues, and the need to bring a faster, more decisive shift in the collective consciousness that will help bring about true women's equality. More than anything, I want my daughters to live in a more equal world and a world where they will not become victims of sexual harassment. The LA Times article also references an allegation by Miss Tanya Reid. I mean no disrespect to her at all when I say I honestly do not recall my telephone conversation with a hotel front desk clerk from over a quarter century ago. So what do y'all
26
think?
years is a long time, and she was 17. And he said everything was consensual. I'm over here like consensual with a 17-year-old. Outside of that,
and what were the laws back then for consensual sex? Was 17 considered underage?
I think 17 is of age. Well, yeah, depending on the state, but.
Oh, so 17 is?
17
Could be in
is
some
it's
states.
16 that's considered underage.
Still kind of ripe.
Yeah, but a lot of men be like, oh,
little untampered with.
As soon as they hit 18 or whatever the legal age is, a lot of men be ready for that. I'm telling y'all, as a woman, I can actually remember my first encounter of realizing that a man was looking at me like sexually. I think I was maybe like 11.
Right, because you still look 14. But you know what the funny thing is,
though? But I'm saying men are nasty.
I mean, some men are very nasty and trifling, but I don't think Russell is. And I think that too.
I don't want to believe that of him.
I do think that, and I didn't understand this until I became the older man. I always wondered when I was 18, when I was 21, I was like, why are these girls so attracted to these older men? Like, what is it that we ain't got? You know what I'm saying? We the popping ones, we doing all the parties in college, but then it's clear that younger women seek out older men a lot of the times because of what they feel is security. They have their shit together. You know what I mean? So my whole thing with this industry thing and people coming out all these years later, there are a lot of people that deservingly have the right to come out and speak against something that has tragically happened to them or happened to them in a wrong kind of way. I am no way, shape, or form saying that, that's, this case. I'm saying this case, I don't believe it. He came out and said what it was, but I do know that there are times where people, they get into it for reasons they think they can get stuff out of it, and then when it doesn't go their way, so. But I don't believe that Uncle Russ did it. He actually reached out to Ball Alert immediately to get out ahead of it, which is the reason we actually reported the LA Times story, and we reported Uncle Russ's statement about his, not being involved.
His response was eloquently stated.
There are just so many scenarios that could happen with this, right? I mean, it could be the younger women are either lying about their age or, pursuing these guys. And sometimes this is what the guy's like, It's really messed up. I really don't know how.
But I'm a conspiracy theorist too, right?
The person is 43 now.
Yeah.
This was 26 years ago.
Yeah. But I want to say I'm a conspiracy theorist. And I think with all these white
was the person
leaders,
white? Was the person white?
I don't know, let's Google it while I'm saying this. But I think that all this shit that's happened with the white leaders, quote unquote, the white heads of states in the country and this, that, and the third, they gotta try to sprinkle some shit with the black folk. They gotta try to dig up something on the black folks. Do you hear me?
Yeah,
I believe some of this shit is coerced. Let's go attack their leaders because our leaders are clearly out here tripping. But let's go get some of them in trouble too. You know what I'm talking about?
It's a tale as old as time. It's what they've done from the start.
But I just believe they want. I mean, because they're in so much public, under so much public scrutiny that they feel like, we got to throw this in there because we know they not innocent. We know we can find something, dig something up on somebody. So they try to go to our fearless leader, Uncle Rush.
I can't disagree.
Yeah, I don't want to believe that. Of course, I'm not someone that puts anything past anyone. But absolutely. I don't want to believe that with Russell. And I agree with you. Sometimes it's like, hold on. We going in on white folks a little too hard over here. We definitely got to sprinkle some niggas in the mix. Like I can agree with that 100%.
Russell Simmons is like our uncle.
You can't do that to Uncle Russ. Yeah. Like you can't.
You could do it to Bill. Bill with the pill. But you can't do it to Russ. Yo, I don't even want to believe that about Bill.
I don't either.
I just don't.
I don't want to.
I was just playing Uncle. I'm sorry, Grandpa Bill Cosby. I was joking. It was okay. On to the American Music Awards. Did anyone see the American Music Awards last night?
I unfortunately did not get a chance to.
Does anyone care about award shows anymore? I'm just curious.
I care. I just miss, like, they used to be really good.
They're not
they used to be lit.
Find that
They're
name
not
of that Asian group that performed. I want to shout them out. I don't know. I want to get
Asian?
the name.
Kind of boring.
It was an Asian group.
Like a dance group?
Singing.
Oh, wow.
They was off the chain, and they had on all Gucci jackets. But we'll find the name. What were you saying, Ron?
I was just saying they're kind of boring now. Like the 2000s was the best awards years of my life. All the 2000s.
But those were the places that you went to go find those exceptional performances. I mean, they had some good performances. Like Khalid performed with the Imagine Dragons. Like they were that.
They don't love us. Like the award shows, it's like less and less black people, unless it's like the BET Hip Hop Awards. But all these other
Bruno Mars, his ethic.
Yeah,
he cleaned up last night. I'm sorry, I just want to throw
my
that in
favorite award show performance is that Swagger Like Us. It was T.I., Wayne.
Oh, back in the day.
And I think somebody else who else was on the song. Kanye.
Oh, what was the group's name? K-pop. Is that a group?
They got the picture up there?
K-pop group?
Let me see the picture.
They're called K-pop? Is that K-pop? But what's BTS style
K-pop.
before the...
Well, I thought that almost said Burns style. What?
Time out. Burns. Okay, no, but I wanted... So my point is they killed the performance last night.
Cool.
When I talk about them Asian kids was dancing their face off, so big shout out to K-pop. Never heard them before in my life until last night. And also Bruno Mars cleaned up.
As he should.
Bruno Mars had one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life with 24 Karat. He won Artist of the Year.
Wow.
He also won Favorite Pop Rock Album, Favorite R&B Soul Album for 24K, Favorite Pop Rock Male Artist, Favorite Soul R&B Male Artist, Video of the Year for What I Like, which also got Favorite Soul R&B Song.
Bruno Mars is a hybrid.
Yes.
He's in all genres.
He's a what?
Hybrid.
Oh, like in his...
Because I was just going to say like that. He was in all genres for sure.
He said... Oh, the name of it. Oh, sorry. It's not K-pop. It's BTS is the name of it.
BTS is the name.
Thank you for the correction.
I was like, Bruno Mars, he appeals to the urban community, to the pop community, to the rock community, soul. He's in all those.
No, he's amazing.
He's winning for real.
And he deserves all the accolades.
Very well-rounded artist.
Also, last night Beyonce won Favorite Soul R&B Artist. DJ Khaled won Favorite Hip Hop.
DJ Khaled.
Rap song with I'm the One. Drake won Favorite Rap Hip Hop Artist and Favorite Hip Hop Album. Yeah, we need that, Drake.
We need you.
Favorite Hip Hop Album went to Kendrick Lamar for Damn.
Go Kendrick.
100% agree with. So big shout out to all the winners last night.
Yeah, man.
And last but not least, on the American Music Awards, did you guys see Christina Aguilera's tribute to Whitney Houston? Can you play this? And I want to dive right in because social media was on fire.
I really hope she did it.
Yeah. Why are people dragging Christina Aguilera about this song?
I think Christina has a beautiful voice. I've loved her since she first came out. Like Genie in a Bottle, that first album was lit. She has some vocals. I can only maybe I don't know. The only thing I can think of is maybe like her tone was probably really low for people, but you don't understand how hard it is to keep that tone for as long as she did. Like,
that's my problem with us.
I thought she did amazing. I love it.
That's my problem. It was a tribute.
Yeah.
It was a tribute from someone who could sing. And then everybody, like I saw people say, it should have been Deborah Cox. It should have been this one. It should have been that. No, it was Christina Aguilera.
I mean, Deborah would have did a thing too.
Deborah would have did her thing. But there's a lot of people that would have did their thing. They just happened to get Christina Aguilera.
There's just so much smoke going on, guys. And we know this because we talk about it on Baller Alert Radio a lot, with what's going on in our country and race and all that. And I think people feel like this was another thing that you could have gotten a talented black artist to do this. You know
absolutely
what I'm saying?
correct.
So and maybe that wasn't their angle. Maybe it wasn't. Oh no, let's just get a white person. Maybe it wasn't. But we have to understand that a lot of people are.
I'm gonna tell you why they got Christina Aguilera, because she's one of the biggest charting female solo singers that could carry the song. That's why.
But
that would be why
the tension bar is
too much tension.
Is really high.
Yeah, but you can't drag somebody that ain't got nothing to do.
It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying?
Social media.
I agree. We usually do drag the wrong people, and I just mean like we do.
It's
not her fault. They asked her to do it.
Be
there was no way she wasn't going to perform. You know. But
and big shout out to Pink. I don't know if y'all saw Pink's performance, but she was on the side of the JW Marriott downtown. No, she was on the side of the building, suspended with I think 4 or 5 dancers and was doing all types of jumping off the building, getting caught. Can you show this? Show this, Caesar. I mean, she literally was doing all this theatrical amazingness. And I just want to salute Pink. No, but that's how you adapt and adjust. People always want to talk about how do I stay in the game?
Yeah.
How do I continue? You have to adapt and adjust. And Pink is 49 years old and was on the side. No, she's not really. But she was on the side. I love you, Pink.
How old is she?
No, she's not. But she's not nowhere.
Maybe high 30s.
Maybe late 30s.
You rude.
Mid 30s or late 30s.
She's 49.
It was a joke. I was giving her props. Really, she's that age on the side of a fucking building. So anyway, big shout out to Pink and Christina Aguilera and Deborah Cox, wherever Deborah Cox is. 38. Told you, almost 40.
Ain't got no rhythm.
She had a baby by another handsome motherfucker.
See, you should be able to do that genie in the bottle shit.
What's wrong with you, Rara? You are not getting no pussy if you continue to do that dance.
If you want to be with me.
That was my shit when I was growing up, man.
Genie in a bottle, baby.
David Frank and Steve Kipner from The System did Genie in a Bottle. They also did my single on Dream.
What?
He Loves You Not.
Yeah, I remember. I read it in your book.
Yeah.
The Dream is Real. Kenny Burns. Anyway, here we go.
Message.
Stop blaming others for ruining your relationships. Maybe you are the toxic one.
Ooh.
You. Maybe it's you.
Ooh.
Peach Kiss, what up, girl?
Peach Kiss. He want to kiss your peach.
She lit. Peach Chris and
Peach Chris?
Nick So Fly. Both of them be lit. Anyway, when relationships go wrong, I heard you.
I bet you'll come to get brunch this Saturday. She coming to get brunch.
Listen, man.
She coming to get brunch in a couple of weeks. I bet you'll be there.
I don't know what y'all talking about. When relationships go wrong, many of us are quick to place the blame on someone else. Instead of accepting responsibility for our own actions, it seems easier to place the blame elsewhere. Oftentimes, people don't want to admit how their wrongdoings may have caused their relationships to become dysfunctional. If all of your relationships have ended the same way, whether it's due to your nagging, lies, infidelity, lack of loyalty, etc., you are probably the toxic one. People are so quick to blame others for why they are single or don't have friends. You need to take a step back and self-reflect. Try to understand why you act and do certain things that cause an issue for others.
Yes.
Oftentimes, it's hard to accept that some of those things that you do, whether intentional or not, you can and will ruin your relationship with HD. The first step is moving forward to acknowledge your faults, reflect on them, and don't go back on your toxic ways. That was sent to me by like 4 people.
That's dope.
Okay.
Yeah. That's dope. That's so true, though. People don't understand their ways a lot of the times and want to blame their insecurities, their selfishness, their lack of commitment to a real relationship on somebody else. Because it's easier to blame a motherfucker. It's easier to put the blame on somebody else. Have you ever blamed on somebody else before, Sue?
Yeah, I have. I'm very guilty of that. Like, my last relationship.
Is that a female thing or something?
No, men do that too. Yeah. It's absolutely not a female thing.
Do we?
Some real sensitive men do.
Okay, so
do we be like it's your fault?
I actually was just talking to one of my girlfriends about this, and they talked about this at church. A lot of times in relationships, like, people don't understand that you have to meet in the center. Like, relationships are about compromise.
100%.
It's easier for you to be like, well, if Ferrari would just, do what I said, or if he would just agree with what I said, we'd be straight. If he would just follow my lead, we'll be good. Instead of me saying, you know what, let me try to meet him in the middle. So we are selfish in the sense that we don't want to put in the work that it takes to help the other person feel comfortable in the relationship, or we're just not willing to put in the work. We have to compromise. Relationships take work on both sides. It can't just be all about your perspective, and you can't just demand that the other person get on your page.
Yeah, and sometimes people deserve the blame. Sometimes it is a motherfucking fault. But I think that when people divert, you know what I'm saying, a lot of that is because of the insecurity they may feel in the situation, or the fact that they don't have the right information, or the fact that they aren't bringing what they are supposed to bring, like Sue was saying, to the table to make it equal. Yeah, holding on. That's one of the worst.
You did this to me 2 years ago. I'm going to do it to you now so you know how it feels.
That is if you can't move on in a relationship, you know what I'm talking about, and leave what happened in the past, you have no future. You have no future. There's no way that you can grow in a healthy way and be whole. You gotta be whole. And you can have arguments. You can, you know what I'm saying, say some crazy shit and apologize, but you gotta move on from it. You can't hold on to it. It's like cancer.
How does a toxic person realize that they're toxic though?
think it's
Does it have to be a self-reflection thing? Or?
You would think motherfuckers would know. But it's
sometimes they
true,
don't
they
know.
don't.
I think it's always going to come down to self-reflection. I mean, you might have somebody constantly telling you, yo, you need to work on yourself. You need to work on yourself. But until you actually sit down and look in the mirror and ask yourself those questions, it's not going to happen.
I think that's what it is.
Self-reflection.
I think it's exactly what you said. I think people have to, if you hear it enough from people that you respect and or care about, you should reevaluate. You should be like, yo, well, maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I do have an issue with communication.
Seriously.
You should, because everybody ain't lying. My grandma used to say, everybody ain't lying. Your mama said you did it. Your cousin Leo said you did it. Lauren said you did it. Aunt Lena said you did it. Aunt Linda said you did it. Did you do it? Mm-hmm. Nah, I ain't do it, Grandma. I don't want to get... I'm lying like a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, just people should look in the mirror and just be comfortable with who they see. A lot of times, that's why I always tell people with celebrity, it's like, oh man, I look up to such. He has a fake name. That ain't his name his mama gave.
Ain't even his name.
He looking in the mirror every day at something he created, and he got to keep that facade going so he can keep getting money, keep doing shows, keep doing baby. You know what I'm talking about? At the end of the day, he ain't whole though.
That's a good one.
He's doing drugs and all the time. She doing drugs, all type of shit to keep up with the motherfucking gig. You know what I'm talking about? It's a job. That's a
deep.
job.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all just gotta, be clear of who you see in the mirror. Baller Nation. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe it's you.
Yeah, maybe it's you. And it's okay if it is, because that's what we can do. We can fix it.
We can fix that shit.
We can fix it.
We can fix it.
We can fix the shit. Go on, fix the shit.
Baller mail.
Baller mail. It's time for comment creeping.
Creep, creep. Playing from his full time. Creep, 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 creep.
Yes, comment creeping. This one is dedicated to my ladies.
Uh-oh.
It is not. It has nothing to do with thump thump or HD. This is real serious.
You
okay?
really got some isms. Thump thump, HD.
Is that a paragraph you about to read?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, comment creeping is good today. This is gonna be. Yeah, this is good. Alexandra Raisman tweets, "We are all in this together. If we are going to create change, I need all your help." She also ends up writing, "Just to be clear, just because a woman does a sexy photo shoot or wears a sexy outfit does not give a man the right to shame her.
Facts.
Or not believe her when she comes forward about sexual abuse. What is wrong with some of you? And when a woman dresses sexy, it does not give a man the right to sexually abuse her ever.
Ever.
Women are allowed to feel sexy and comfortable in their own skin. In fact, I encourage you all to wear what you feel good in. I will not put up with any woman or girl being shamed for wanting to wear a skirt, dress, etc. I do not tolerate it. Are we clear? Oh, and one more thing. Stop victim shaming. It is because of you that so many survivors live in fear." Gabby Douglas was America's sweetheart for a little bit. However, it is our she tweets, "However, it is our responsibility as women to dress modestly and be classy. Dressing in a provocative sexual way entices the wrong crowd." Simone Biles responds, "Shocks me that I'm seeing this, but it doesn't surprise me. Honestly, seeing this brings me to tears because as your teammate, I expected more from you and to support her. I support you, Allie, and all the other women out there. Stay strong." Gabby Douglas goes back and she apologizes for what she tweeted. She says that she didn't correctly word her reply correctly, and she's deeply sorry for coming off like that. And regardless of what you wear, abuse under any circumstance is never acceptable.
Absolutely
I am with you.
Correct. Agreed.
This is the thing. It's really unfortunate that there are a big group of women that do agree with the idea of, well, don't dress like that and you won't be attacked or you won't be assaulted. There's a big group of women that do feel like that. I'm a tomboy when I want to be. I put my heels on when I want. I dress how I want to dress. And if I'm feeling playfully sexy, that's what I want to be.
Yeah.
I don't feel that what I wear gives you the right to feel 100%. Like you can touch me.
100%.
My clothes has nothing to do with you putting your hands on me. So,
although I agree, perfect example is when I was in the club Saturday. This girl came in the section and she had on literally a see-through outfit.
Yeah.
You saw she had no bra on.
Oh, you saw Areola?
Saw Areola.
And Coochie Cat?
Mm-hmm.
You saw the kitty cat?
Yeah. But it was just like a see-through black thing.
They let her in with no drawers on?
Yeah, she was in the
Hello? You live in the club.
Now,
I know you see
now
this.
keep in mind,
Not
it was
here
another
with no
girl
drawers.
on the other side. She had a Picasso hat on. She had she was just fully covered. And they were both dancing in our section that we had lit. It was super lit. And
you think?
It was super lit. And all the guys was recording her and was like, "Hey, bitch, hey, oh." But then shorty over here to the right, they're both extremely pretty.
Yeah.
Shorty over here to the right was getting no attention.
Absolutely not, because her areolas were not showing.
Her areolas weren't out. But like, Shorty probably thought it was sexy to dress like that. I'm not saying I'm not judging you.
She probably didn't do it for the attention at all. But for me, what that just proved to me was that is usually the first thing that men go for. Like, a lot of men tell me, oh, I like chicks like this, like that. I don't like girls with nails and weaves and all that. And when we go to the club,
that's in the club, though.
Let me hold your hand. Let me hold your hand.
Hold her motherfucking hand.
Listen. When we were in the club, we were not even us, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that old G? I forgot what comedy shit I saw. Where the skis is at? When you go in the club. As soon as you get out of the club. Shit.
No, but Sue.
I just did.
But Sue, listen. Real talk. Real talk.
Okay.
Real talk.
Where the skis is at?
There's no excuse for wearing a sheer bodysuit showing your nipples and your cootie cat. Your kitty cat.
That is attracting all the wrong
That's not something I would wear.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
But wearing that doesn't mean touch her.
It does not mean touch her. It does not mean rape her. It does not mean molest her. It doesn't any of that.
But it's going to attract
But what it does is attract the pedophiles and the fucking molesters.
The wolves are coming.
Totally.
So my point is,
totally understand.
If you know that, now mind you, we're not talking about sexually risque and just super, oh my God, a hint of, is that really? Or we're not talking about that. We're talking about she came in the club with a see-through suit on showing everything she had to offer. Now,
I understand.
What the fuck was she thinking?
I don't know.
And then my thing is,
what did she think was going to happen?
Expectations, though.
I totally understand.
What expectations do you have for yourself in that outfit? I want to know. Please, somebody
probably
call
to still not. All I said was whatever a woman wears.
No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We agree with that.
So now we're just talking about the attention.
Yes, we agree with that. We're talking
so now we're just talking about attention.
Just that one particular thing, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
There are two types of chicks. There are some chicks that wear stuff for the attention, and there are chicks that wear it because they like it. We don't know.
Okay.
Good question.
All right, that's fine. That's fair. Just wanted to know. No, I ain't wrapping it up, Octavia. We ain't ready to go. We're trying to get an understanding.
I hate when it's time to go.
Okay, now it's time for Confucius Says. So, by now, everyone in the world should know that I'm married. And my wife... Give it up for me, goddamn. Shit, it's a hard motherfucking job, but somebody has to do it. Wouldn't have any other job in the world. But my wife has a hashtag that she started called Golden Guidance, and she does these isms. And a lot of people, when I travel across the globe, they quote my wife's stuff to me. I saw your wife. Your wife is Dami Lama. I'm like, okay, great. So I would like to share one of her Golden Guidance quotes. Confucius says, but it's really just Fuchsius says, trust your journey. Embrace life's pleasures and pains as equal opportunities. I just want to repeat that. Embrace life's pleasures and pains as equal opportunities, but more importantly, stay open to where God is leading you. And I just want to define that a little bit. It's like we go through these things, man, and you be like, I am confused on how high I am on Friday night and how low I am on Sunday morning.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? You go through these wave of emotions in life because it's just a never-ending sequence of events. But you got to enjoy the process. You got to, if not, enjoy the pain, understand the pain, and implement it in the process. I just, and Rari said it, trust your process, like Jeezy always said. You do. You have to trust it with all of your fiber and being, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. That's all you got is the trust that something is going to work out for you. Because if you don't, ain't nobody else going to do it for you. And that's it for Confucius Says, courtesy of Miss Fuchsius. And Baller Nation, go forth. Mean something to somebody. This is Ball Alert Radio. Peace!
Episode 14.
Baller Alert! The dream is real.